max or a minimum zoom level of around here because we didn't want you to be able to see too much. We wanted to have you focus on the city. Um, More stuff we did. We used this map interaction controller right here in combination with the mouse interaction and the touch interaction, which it actually does. Yeah, and so that was that's basically the interaction with the map that we have. And then something that we were working on, or is and that we believe does work. However, again, we couldn't test it because we don't have a GPS chip. Is our geolocation script right here. So I borrowed heavily from the Unity docs and people answering questions on Stack Overflow and this guy's Medium post to kind of have the basic outline for using the Unity class for input allocation to get the device input. In our start here, which runs at the start, it's basically just our initializer. We initialize the latitude and longitude that we would use to read the values. And what I did was comment out the get user location because it would send a bunch of debug logs when we run it. But what I do have is at the start here, we have the latitude and longitude right here that's set. And so as you can see, when we run the when we run the game again, it sets our latitude and longitude to a specific point within the city. In this case, 37.73 and negative 122, which is right about the center of the city. What this would do if you had a phone that would work, it would uncomment this, and then that would call this every frame because that's update. That's what update does in Unity. But obviously you don't want to get your location every frame because that's like way too much resources that we use. So, and also the other thing to mention is that we were also very new to C#. We had never used it before. And so this was kind of my way of getting the time and then only doing it every 10 seconds or so, getting that location update. Which was we would get the current time, which it's Colin's laughing because it's really jank, but we get the current time, and then we take the second character, like 10:04. We take the 4, and if that's equal to a 0, so if it's a multiple of 10 in the seconds counter, we get the updated location, or we run the get user location, which gets the location, and then saves the latitude and longitude to our class, which then we would, if we had more time, use in our app to show the user's location and to track how long they've been at a library and which libraries they've been to. And then and then we can also go into the code a little bit for the buttons. Would you like to explain that, Joseph?
Yeah, we're running a little bit out of time, but I also had never used Unity before, and so with the help from a couple online tutorials and a lot of experimentation, I managed to make some screens. These are all made in panels on an overlay, and each panel has a couple buttons, like a return button. This one for the achievements menu has a scroll bar here that is actually a few grids, and then each achievement contains the image, which is the little badge icon, and then the text for what it is. And it was a lot of figuring out layering and what order to put things in and what icons to use and just how to tweak everything so that it fit just right. But in the end, I think it worked out into a pretty robust menu system.
All right, so I'm going to go into the back-end stuff, which is generally the part of the project that I was tasked with. So as you may have heard before with Austin, he said that we were going to add trackers around these little guys over here, but we didn't really get the chance to. And that was mainly because I didn't trying to figure out a good back end data structure was really difficult, especially because of the fact that we can't really figure out the data structure and trying to the direction wasn't good enough to make the work process flow better. And then and yeah, that's basically what I tried to do. I also tried to do a constructor class in which a constructor of class library, and then for every string of the library. But I also ran into with problems with that, and a lot of people that a lot of people on Stack Overflow, because I had a lot of problems. I had problems with this. Said that this is generally what we you don't do with C Sharp and Unity, which I was really confused about. So, but if it did actually work, then I would have I would have passed it to Austin and Jojo, and they would have used it to the best degree, because that class would have had dot name, dot address, dot longitude, dot latitude, which is how we would get the trackers in there. But other than that, yeah, that's basically it for the data structures part. And then library setter is basically just a it's just basically a test C file, just to test if I can actually use the game manager data structure in other C files. So I was like printing the already set data structure there. But and that's really all I got. Yeah, that's all for the and that's all for the back end.
Yeah, overall we learned like so much about the intensity of hackathons, about the just everything that goes into building such like a project like this. We thought like we had like other ideas that were like probably even more ambitious than this one, and we kind of chose this one because it felt more doable for us. But this is like even way in over our heads. Overall, we like super enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you.